Good morning, everybody. It is 9 a.m., 24 degrees on this Tuesday. Thanks for starting your day with us here on Daybreak. We've got a half hour left of Daybreak streaming here on WGRZ Plus. And this is a familiar scene this time of year in Western New York. Crews on the scene of a water main break, this time at McKinley Parkway and Lorraine Avenue. And because of the location of that water main break, it's impacting Lorraine Academy, PS 72, which now has shifted to a remote learning day today for students there. We will continue to bring you updates as more information comes in. And as always, you can find the latest on our website, WGRZ.com. And it is decision day for the 61st State Senate District. Polls are open right now. They opened at 6 o'clock this morning. They'll be open for another 12 hours until 9 o'clock tonight for the special election to fill the seat vacated by Buffalo Mayor Sean Ryan. Now, Democrat Jeremy Zellner and Republican Dan Gagliardo are making their final pitch to voters. True on your side's Nate Benson spoke with both of the candidates on their final day of the campaign. Good morning, Nate.
Hey there, good morning. Just under 4% of the voters in the 61st Senate District chose to vote early in this special election, and today the remaining 96% will have the chance. Ahead of the special election, I asked both candidates what their priority will be if they're elected and sent to Albany on Wednesday.
Well, I want to make sure that we get those no tax on tips. We get that $25,000 deduction in this year's budget, and then obviously carry that over to 27. I want to make sure that we're looking at these utility bills. My utility bill went from $1,400 to $2,200. So we have to figure out how we're going to do this because it's a big hit. And you know, the taxes, we have to figure out what we're going to do. Maybe give our seniors some type of relief so we can make sure they could stay where they're at. And I want to introduce something for the firemen where the state is paying for a volunteer fireman's apparatus equipment and maybe give them some tax incentives so we can get some people in there.
We've got infrastructure money that needs to be delivered here. We've got a lot of big projects that I'm looking to partner with Assemblymember Conrad and McMahon to deliver here, because things like the Boulevard Mall, they're going to need that funding. Things like Westwood Golf Course and Park in Amherst, they're going to need that funding. And there's a lot of things happening in the town of Tonawanda. And of course, Mayor Ryan, we have a serious financial crisis here, and we're going to need to cooperate and work together.
Both Gagliardo and Zellner said that if they were elected to the Senate, they want to tackle the affordability problem facing New Yorkers. They both want to tackle utility fees that seemingly increase more often than they used to, and they both want to make public safety a priority. So what actually sets them apart from one another?
You know, I've been involved in government now. This is my 14th year as chair. I've built relationships across the state. I have relationships with the elected officials in this district who are leading our community, and they know what we need, and I'm really looking forward to working with them immediately. If all goes well, hopefully sooner than later.
This is not about party affiliation. In my business and in businesses and people who go to work every day, we never ask you that. That's the mission statement. For every candidate, every elected official, that should be their mission statement. We don't ask because we shouldn't care about that. And we don't, and I don't. And I think that being a working person and working that way my entire life matters. And the machine that we have right now, this divisiveness, is a problem. And it's not working.
Polls open at 6 a.m. today and will close at 9 p.m. We'll have full election coverage tonight on WGRZ Plus and at 11. On your side, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.
Nate, thank you. Developing this morning, a University of Buffalo medical researcher detained by federal immigration officials earlier this month is now back home in Buffalo. Dr. Shovgi Husseinov was detained after taking a wrong turn onto the Peace Bridge. And now UB has confirmed that Husseinov was released from an immigration detention center in Michigan after a federal judge granted his release on bond. UB saying that they are pleased with the decision and will continue to support Husseinov and his attorney as his case moves through the federal immigration system. An update now on a Buffalo man who killed a young girl in a drive-by shooting. Avante Ayala was sentenced yesterday to 25 years to life in prison for the death of 13-year-old Miracle Hunt. Prosecutors say in July 2023, Ayala fired into a group of teenagers standing outside an apartment on Mortimer Street near Broadway. Hunt, who was an innocent bystander, was the only person hit, and she died at the scene. Well, a man who stole donations raised for hurricane relief is set to be sentenced today. 35-year-old Timothy Berry admitted to taking over $1,600 that had been raised for victims of Hurricane Helene. Berry was a member of a local group that held a social media fundraiser to raise that money, but he ended up spending it on himself. Today, North Tonawanda Mayor Austin Tylick will give his 2026 State of the City address at the Riviera Theater. The mayor and the NT Common Council will discuss the city's progress over the past year and work that's still to come in the community. Doors will open at 5:30 this evening. The program begins at 6:30. And today, community advocates alongside the Western New York Peace Center plan to rally outside of Senator Chuck Schumer's office in Buffalo. The group wants to urge Senator Schumer to take more action against the Trump administration and the Department of Homeland Security. The rally is happening at 11:30 this morning. There's a bipartisan push for millions of dollars in state funding to set up a major development project in the town of Clarence. It would help set up the Eastern Hills Mall for the future. Last summer, the town planning board approved the long-awaited plan for the 100-acre project, which will include a mix of office, retail, and residential space, with a projected 1,500 apartments, condos, townhouses, and senior housing. Those changes will require significantly more water and sewer capabilities. And now Erie County leaders and state lawmakers are making a push in Albany.
We may know in a couple months if we're going to be able to get a $30 million grant from New York State for sewer district number 5. If we're able to get that grant, that project will be full speed ahead.
Erie County has already committed over $4 million to the project for studies, planning, and other related work. So far, we have not heard back from the project manager with Uniland Development. PVS Chemical Solutions has purchased Buffalo Color Park. That's an area in Buffalo's Valley neighborhood that includes the former Medaille College Sports Complex. They spent more than $13 million to purchase that land. Buffalo Pro Soccer had planned to build a new stadium on the site, but that deal fell apart after PVS pushed back. With the sale now complete, PVS has full control of the property, giving them the ability to block any future development. Buffalo Pro Soccer has yet to announce a new stadium site. Well, every 4 years, the excitement around the Winter Olympics uplifts sports that often skate under the radar. And to your sides, Rob Hackford got a taste of one local club and their need for speed skating.
So we're getting ready for Tuesday practice. I don't think there's anything really like it. You're hitting top speeds, flying on ice, and the only rules are to go fast and turn left.
All right, you go really fast. There's a lot of techniques. I like it because it's challenging and thrilling.
You have to push to try to gain speed. So you do this and then go to this.
You go really low into the corner. You can glide really well.
Short track speed skating is it's a niche sport, so it's a small community. So we get to see skaters develop all through their career, from novice skaters up to national level, Olympic level competitors.
Yes. This is not figure skating. This is called speed skating.
Fun to watch. All right, yeah, the Winter Olympics, the opening games are this Friday, and you can watch it right here on Channel 2. Patrick, hello, my friend. What's going on? Nice shot of your backside there.
Sometimes it's a lot better than the front side. Good morning, everyone. Here's what we've got going on for today. Light snow, not as cold today. It'll be cold for the rest of the week, and some snow on Friday. Very cold this weekend. Very, very low wind chills. We're talking 15, maybe 20 below zero with the wind chills Saturday morning, as a deep plunge of cold Arctic air is coming down. We'll be here for kind of got a 3-day residency, if you will, Saturday, Sunday into Monday. Again, this will come, though, with some wind. So that's why wind chills, we think, could get in the dangerous level on Saturday, okay? Until then, though, it's fairly docile, quiet. We've got some light snow moving through, and we're going to see that off and on throughout the day today. A little burst of moderate snow, possible 2:30 to maybe 3:30 this afternoon as a front moves through. And that front will bring cooler temperatures, it looks like, into tonight and tomorrow morning. There, you can see the scattered snow showers. There's that burst of moderate snow mid-afternoon. And then it should move away with temperatures falling into the single digits. And right around 10, it looks like by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds and temperatures right around 20 to 22 degrees for your Wednesday. Wednesday and Thursday look pretty quiet, but again, a little cooler than today. Snowfall totals again through tomorrow, actually through today really, a half an inch to maybe an inch in spots. So snow showers today, 26, a southwest breeze, 5 to 10 miles an hour, mostly cloudy tonight, down to 10. And then for your day tomorrow, partly sunny and cold, 22. Long range forecast, there the snow showers or periods of snow on Friday, followed by, very, very cold temperatures on Saturday. Highs in the single digits to around 10 degrees. South towns in the southern tier, you're going to have the snow on Friday too, as well as the cold, Melissa, on Saturday.
And you're talking really low wind chills on Saturday, right? It's a good thing that it's falling on a Saturday, or else schools may have had to consider a cold day. For
yeah, this is. I think this is going to be colder than the last time. Remember, it was last Friday when some schools closed. This is good. That's obviously on a Saturday. This one will have a lot more wind with it. So wind chills will get very low.
Okay. All right. We've been warned, Patrick. Thank you. All right, it is 9:11 and 24 degrees. We will talk sports coming up right after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Last night, the Sabres came from behind to beat the two-time defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers 5-3. They scored 2 goals right at the start of the game.
Right.
And, the old Sabres, you may have given up on them immediately and thought there's no way that they're going to come back. They scored 3 unanswered goals, and the win was made possible thanks to Jason Zucker breaking a 3-3 tie during power play during the third period. The Sabres have taken over the first wild card spot in the Eastern Conference standings, and they will get to enjoy the warmer weather for another day as they will play the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight. Puck drops at 7:30. Lightning is a good team, so it'll be very interesting to watch them play, see how they can match up against one of the top teams in the conference. But
that's the back-to-back games are tough too. I mean, they're going to be.
Hey, but the momentum. I mean, they look good.
And then who do they play Thursday?
That I don't know. I have to look that up.
That's the last game, and then there's like
the Penguins. Thank you, Mike. They play the Penguins.
Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I thought so.
Yes, those Penguins.
Okay, and then they have a 3-week break during the Olympics. So it's kind of, I know.
See them go away for a little bit, but who's playing? We've got Dahlin playing and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I don't know if he's going to be playing in the Olympics because
of his injury. Right. And Dahlin is going to play? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So the Olympics start when? It's not like we haven't done a countdown for a year. 99 days, 98 days, 97 days. It's Friday.
Friday's opening ceremonies for the Olympics. Yeah, and then Sunday is the Super Bowl. It's all about the snacks and the commercials for me this year. You too?
Like I said, I really want to see Sam Darnold. I'm a Sam Darnold fan. And I used to live in Seattle, so I like the Seahawks, and I just want to see. I'm watching some football network, NFL Network, and they're showing walking into like practice sessions, Mac Collins and Stephon Diggs, and it's like
Mac's barefoot.
Yeah, but I mean, just like I bet Mac didn't really want to leave Buffalo, but he went to a place. He's going to the Super Bowl.
That noise. We should just have it on. Play that button throughout the entire game.
I don't know.
Yeah. So Patriots, Seahawks, and one of the Bills' biggest fans will be there. Every fan of every team gets to go to the Super Bowl for free, and that is the case for Therese Fortin-Barnes, who is the Bills Fan of the Year. She leads and founded the 716 Water Buffalo Club, but our Courtney Courtwright spoke with her about what it means to showcase Bills Mafia in California.
This is not a birthday party, okay? This is for Fan of the Year.
It was a moment that came with immense pride for Therese Fortin-Barnes and an all-expense paid trip to the Super Bowl.
Every day has been amazing to me. Every day I'm still in awe.
Now that trip has finally arrived.
Very excited to show people who we are and really make us shine.
Fortin-Barnes is in San Francisco, proudly representing Bills Mafia and carrying their spirit.
I'm that person that represents who we are. and what we do, and giving back to the community and cheering for our team whether we win or lose.
Before Sunday's Super Bowl, there's another big moment. Thursday night at the NFL Honors, the league will announce the ultimate NFL Fan of the Year, selected from nominees representing all 32 teams. We asked Fortin Barnes what it would mean to her to win.
I'm already tearing up knowing and thinking that all I've done in the 63 years of my life, I've given back and been a fan. I never envisioned this. So to have that honor and recognition really is quite close to my heart.
Did you see in her background there was something that said Cooks Caught It?
No.
And I don't know if it was like a pillow or a t-shirt or something.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, that was Courtney Courtwright reporting. Voting ends tomorrow for that Ultimate Fan of the Year. And we'll have the link on our website if you'd like to vote for Therese. She's awesome. And the Water Buffalo Club is so great. And they use women from Stitch Buffalo, who are immigrants, to sew on the logos onto the hat, giving them work and giving them employment. And they really take a lot of pride in the hats. They're beautiful. They're really well done. So congrats to Therese. She certainly is deserving of being Bills Fan of the Year. Bills General Manager Brandon Beane getting a little feisty when he spoke with the media. Did you see this interview?
No.
Okay, he talked to Tyler Dunn.
Okay.
And
I heard about.
Was responding to criticism that he received from, firing Sean McDermott and promoting Joe Brady and the way that he had his press conference.
If we win the love, I heard about this.
Okay,
yeah.
so
It's not moving
we have
through.
to bleep a couple things as I read it. But he told Tyler Dunn that if we win, they'll love it. It's the same thing I said when I took Josh Allen. If I'm wrong, the moving company will be at my house. So I understand. And he went on to say, I would love for everyone to cheer every move, but it's not about winning the press conference. It's about winning games, end quote. But he also said, I don't effing care about the outside. And used the F-bomb a lot of times in that press conference and really said, I don't care what the Bills Mafia have to say about what I'm doing. Which...
You don't want to lose your fan base. But
right. I understand that he's got to make the best football decisions for the team, but you also want the fans to respect what you're doing. I don't know.
I think what he said was fine.
Do what's best for the team.
I think what he said was fine. It's like, listen, I heard all the criticism. Listen, I got to move forward. I'm going to hire the guy that I think is the best. And people can have their opinion, but I'm just not going to listen. I'm going to do what I feel is, like he said, if I'm wrong.
He knows his job is on.
Right.
Well,
well,
McDermott's job was on the line. His wasn't. So he got promoted.
Right.
But how many more seasons does Beane have left to prove himself? I mean, if McDermott...
Well, you got to give this a year or two, right? I mean,
and Joe Brady got a 5-year contract.
Right. So yeah, I'm sure he'll. Well, it also depends on how he does with roster building. I mean, they're going to do a lot of rehaul of.
You'd think that he's going to be picking up a wide receiver sometimes.
You got it. You know what's also interesting? I know the cap space just went up,
right?
But I was listening. I can't remember where I heard this. But some of the teams that we really compete against are in horrible cap positions, aka the Kansas City Chiefs. Like there's no way they're going to be a very good team next year, based on because so much of their money goes to Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Some of their good players are leaving. They will not be able to afford to bring in any stars. Anyway, so we're not in the best cap position either, but it's better.
Yeah.
But some teams are in really bad shape.
And I've heard that some people have said that, the Bills are paying Josh Allen too much and that's why you can't pay for really good people around him. But that's also not the truth. I mean, the Bills really did get a very good deal with Josh Allen's contract. And there is enough money to build around him. They just need to find the right people who can.
Well, how is he's got $53 million. How is that a really good?
It's not as bad as what some other teams are paying other quarterbacks that aren't as good.
Okay.
It's a lot of money.
I mean, Tom Brady did it, so. I don't think he took as big of a salary. Anyway, we're fine. But it was just interesting to hear about the Chiefs. And by the way, Patrick Mahomes may not even be back next year because of the injury.
Really?
Or maybe like mid-season. Yeah.
I
So
didn't hear that.
Anyway.
Okay. We will have more chat coming up after the break. Stay with us. Cauliflower gnocchi, everything but the bagel seasoning, and cookie butter. What do they have in common?
Okay. Things that I've tried to give my son, but we did cauliflower mashed potatoes once.
Okay. There are things that people like to buy at Trader Joe's.
Yes.
Thank you, Patrick.
Okay. Well, you can get cauliflower pizza crust.
Yeah, you can get cauliflower everything.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. But the gnocchi, that went viral. Like, everyone loved that one. Anyway, Trader Joe's, if you've shopped there, you probably love it. It's always busy. There's a new one up in Clarence. Well, now it has been ranked the best grocery store in the country, according to those who responded to the American Customer Satisfaction Index survey. 31,000 people responded to the survey. They were conducted over the course of a year. And yes, Trader Joe's came in 1. Publix came in 2. So if you shop in Florida, you know Publix. Save-A-Lot did really well this year. Largest year-to-year improvement because of their expanded loyalty program and their mobile app. Aldi finished in the top 10 also. Wegmans, though, dropped big time from number 15 to number 15 this year. It was in the top 5 last year, and here's why.
Wegmans is very popular here in Western New York, but it kind of makes sense when you think about it as to why Trader Joe's and Aldi have really shot up in the rankings. These are store chains that really value what customers are showing they care about now in 2026 and in this climate. And customers care more about value proposition. They want to go further with their money than they do in traditional supermarkets.
Okay, so what about Tops? Well, it wasn't even on the list because it's local, right? It's a more regional, smaller chain, so that's why Tops wasn't there. But gosh, you get people talking about what's the best grocery store, and it is like there's no changing their mind. But I am one of those people who I will do my cart full of groceries at Aldi because you just get so much bang for your buck.
Right.
And then meat items, some produce items. I will go to Wegmans and I have to get those and like certain things. I don't know. What about you?
Wegmans has really good shopping bags. Have you noticed? They're strong and they're deep. They're like this tall. Okay. And you can put a ton in them. Some
Doesn't
stores
matter about the groceries. That's about the grocery bags.
Some bags, they rip all the time, you know, when if you have like a box of cereal in there.
Remember when they moved away from plastic bags here and everyone was so mad, like, I'm gonna forget my bags, I don't want to use reusable shopping
I can't even imagine using plastic bags
anymore. And
I
just went to Florida a couple weeks ago and getting plastic bags at the grocery store, I felt so, it's like, oh, this is so strange.
You small people.
Right, and to also have people who are bagging the groceries for you, which is also still done at Publix, rather than just doing everything yourself. There are very few self-checkout lines when you go to grocery stores in other states. But in Aldi, you said it this morning, like the Aldi process of going there and having the guy scan your cart and the way that he just throws everything, it's like, get out of the way.
Slow down, dude. I need to process what's happening.
Patrick says, let me write a check to fill it out. And the people in line just give you the evil eye.
And then they got to train to, give us your cart. And I'm like, oh, sorry. You know, you got to, anyway. But have you noticed at Aldi now, too? There's only like one checkout place. It's all self-checkout now.
All self-checkout, yeah. So. But you're bagging your stuff anyway.
And you can go at your speed instead of turbo when you go with one of the checkout people. Which is so, they're just very aggressive.
Yes, it's it's so true. But Trader Joe's, I mean, if it's so great and people around the country love it so much, I really think that I need to give it a shot. But as Pete said, it's very niche items. It's a lot of impulse buys. So can you really go and get your week of groceries there? And the one thing about Trader Joe's that I've heard so much about, you can't get here. It's the $2 chuck.
Yeah. So
$2 bottle of wine.
$2, and there's like 4 flavors. So yeah. So that's.
Yeah.
I mean that.
And I heard their flowers are beautiful too.
Yeah, I used to go to Trader Joe's in other places that I've lived, but I've not yet to go to one here.
Yeah, and I'm excited to try Costco also once it finally opens. Although I don't have an enormous family to buy bulk.
That's the thing. It's 50 gallons of mayonnaise.
But you can actually go online and have people. I follow people. I don't know. They show up in my feeds saying like, what are the things that you should buy at Costco? What are the best tasting items or the best like bang for your buck? And I'm like obsessed with finding good deals.
And Costco has a solid tasting game.
You
Yes.
like going to and
samples.
Samples.
They're great at samples.
Don't you feel guilty when you get a
Yes.
sample and you don't buy it though?
Yes.
You're like, oh, that's delicious. I'll be back.
You're right. It's like, dude, that's right. It's like, well, or you feel like, oh, I guess I got to buy it now since I just had it.
Especially Patrick Hammer, because everybody knows you. And you're like, you're going from sample to sample and then back to the sample.
Yeah, multi-sampling. You can't do that. That's like double dipping in ice cream. You can't do it. Or,
but you do feel obligated, and then so sometimes I will like pick it up like I'm gonna buy it.
Oh my God. Because
I am not alone, right?
If you don't buy it, then you feel like you've hurt the person's feelings. Like, I did not like the product you just gave me.
But you did a great job giving it to me.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
The little mini cup with the little wooden spoon.
And then you're carrying it around looking everywhere for a garbage can for the rest of your shopping trip.
And you're trying to get the last little piece.
I want more guacamole. Bye, everybody.
What more guacamole?